J-Mike.
Jolter.
And today, we have something new for you.
On the table.
On the table.
As always.
And it is the Nike Revolution pack inspired by Jolter.
Air Maxes.
Air Maxes. And there's a pretty simple story to this. You've probably all seen the old Nike football X boots that were inspired by the Air Maxes. Well, now, that design idea has made it to the FG boots. And let's just say that they are looking interesting.
Yes?
There's a very the big idea behind this is, of course, to celebrate the heritage of the Air Max boots. And on the Revolution pack here, we see the Air Max 1, the Air Max 90, the Air Max 95, and the Air Max 97. And that's pretty much the inspiration behind the boots. So you see that this kind of looks like what the sneaker, the 95 Air Max looks like.
Exactly, and just to, double check, double clarify, this pack is inspired by sneakers.
Yes.
The Nike Air Max sneakers, right?
I thought that was like...
I'm just like, putting it, black on white,
okay.
just so everybody is,
In case no one knows what an Air Max is.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, let's kick it off with the Air Max 1. J-Mike, what is special about this?
Well, it's special because obviously it looks like one of the most iconic sneakers that Nike has ever made. The Air Max 1, inspired by the, obviously the toe cap, or whatever you want to call it. Features Nike grind actually for the first time that is colored. So that is pretty cool, and I reckon it looks pretty good. The deal with the Air Max 1 was that it was the first Nike sneaker to have a visible air sole unit in it, and it just looks super iconic. You're the sneakerhead here. What do you think?
I think they did a good job, making it look like the Air Max 1. This is one of the OG colorways, blue, white, royal blue, whatever you want to call it. They also had red, but I think it's pretty nice they went with the blue one on this. And I think it looks dope. I'm not that much into Air Maxes, to be honest.
No.
But I think it's cool, it's cool.
It is an iconic sneaker.
It is.
I gotta say, I think this just, as a football boot, looks pretty cool.
It's clean, it's clean.
It is. Moving on to the Mercurial Superfly 5 that has been inspired by the Air Max 90. And this is my favorite. What do you say?
About the looks?
Yeah.
I think it's cool, It's not my favorite.
Okay.
We're getting to that one later.
Wow.
But when it comes to the sneakers,
yes,
the Air Max 90 is my favorite Air Max model.
Okay.
And this one, I had this colorway once, the OG colorway.
I think everybody's had that Air Max 90.
Of course.
At some point.
Everybody has, And it's a clean boot, And the special thing was that, the air unit was a little bit more visible than on the Air Max 1.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I just gotta say, this on the back, the tab or pad or whatever you want to call it on the Air Max 90. I love the red accents under the boot and this hairline, and it actually looks like a sneaker turned into a football boot would look like. So it's not one of those Adidas Yeezys that's gotten cleats under it that looks flipping terrible.
I wish I had a pair of those.
That's a whole other discussion. But that's my absolute favorite. I think this is the one that comes the closest to the actual design of the sneaker, in my opinion. Moving on to the 95 Air Max. This was the first Nike sneaker. We're talking a lot of firsts here. That had a visible air sole unit in both the heel and in the forefoot.
Exactly.
So and also a very iconic sneaker. To be honest, I wasn't on my sneaker game in '95. I don't know about you. You were around about.
No, and nowadays it's actually fun to see that in 2017 they are bringing back the 95s and the 97s.
Yes.
I'm not into those at all. In all honesty, I don't like those sneakers, not one bit. And I have to mention about the Air Max 95, made also very famous by the game in the Hate It or Love It, when he shouts out the Air Max 95s. Everybody who knows, they know. But it's an iconic sneaker, with the stripes here and all this kind of stuff. I don't like the sneaker, not one bit.
No.
But this is my favorite colorway out of the entire pack. I think it's, black and yellow. I've always had a thing for black and yellow. Or is it bold? I don't know what you want to call it.
Come on.
And with the gray, I actually think this is a brilliant, brilliant colorway.
Yeah. You know what I think is the best one? The best bit of it is the reflective stuff on the heel.
Yeah.
Now, I think this is, it kind of looks like it has this, it's almost like a caricature of the sneaker itself. I know it looked kind of like this, but it had those. It really has those mid '90s vibes to it. It's really really good. I like it a lot as well.
In all honesty, I think, you know what? This is so nice. This is almost competing with the black, red, and silver colorway for me. I'm just saying, like, I think this is actually really, really nice.
Wow. That is like saying that this looks like a toy boot. It does look nice, but this is like a toy boot compared to the. No, that is.
I'm just saying,
blasphemy.
you know. I'm not saying it's better, but I'm just saying that, you know, I'm feeling it.
It does look.
I have a thing for black and yellow, and this is almost like monochrome with some yellow vault splashes on it.
But yes.
Dope.
Yes, but no.
Let's move on. Air Max 97.
Magista Obra 2.
Air Max 97. Well, another sneaker that I don't like the way it looks. I don't like the way it looks, you know. Like it looks old school. Like sorry, I'm not feeling it, you know. But they did a good job. This one looks a lot like
the sneaker.
Yeah.
Yes, I didn't like the sneaker either. I actually never would wear the sneaker. I think it's very, you know.
It's not my style.
No, let's put it like that. But they really did a good job. You know, these reflective lines and you know the accent, the red Magista on the back. I think it looks like it should, replicating the look of the sneaker. I'm not into the looks, not necessarily feeling the colorway, but I actually think that with the story, it's pretty cool.
I agree.
Just gotta put it like that. But let's talk a bit like you know, sneakers going into football boots, because you know we mentioned the Yeezys, we can mention the Ultra Boosts being cleated as well. What do you think about the whole, you know, taking sneakers into football boots? Because they're like two different worlds that merge because football players they care a lot about sneakers.
Yes, and you know what I think is that it's a wise move because like sneakers are very in nowadays. You know, like. In the last couple of years, like more and more people care about their footwear because of, I think, you know, because of Kanye and so on. A lot of people have got themselves into sneakers.
Yes.
Then of course there's people who have, you know, been into sneakers, the 95s and so on for 20, 30 years.
OG sneakerheads.
But seeing them on, you know, football boots, like colorway wise, I think it's pretty dope, you know? And especially if they start bringing out some of the more recent designs, because these, you know, in all honesty, these are more for the old school sneakerheads, in my opinion. You know, for the 10-year-old kid who's watching it right now, maybe they don't feel as connected to.
It's probably more like just a cool look and a cool different colorway than you would normally.
Because I can see like some, you know, little bit older guy, he can really like.
Relate.
Exactly, relate to this. He remembers maybe the first time this sneaker ever came out and so on.
Yes.
So I think it's pretty dope.
I agree.
And I would like to see it more.
Imagine if they brought out a Jordan 4 on a football boot, just for you.
Sorry, I was thinking about it. Man, but that would be something.
But I agree, and that's something that we might see in the future. That yes, it's cool that they kind of give a nod to the heritage and stuff. But if they really want to catch the people that care a lot about sneakers today, which are people in our age group, mid-late 20s or even before that, I think they could also, you know, release some newer colorways. But I actually think this idea is spot on, Nike. This is something that you should use some of your brand heritage and really bring out the history, you know, kind of pat yourself on the back.
And no matter what, it's always nice to get new colorways. Like even if you would just walk into the shop, you don't give a damn crap about Air Max 95s, but you still look at this because this is a dope looking shoe. You still like, you know, you have more options, more colorways, more options.
And you're right. And just to be completely clear, guys, here, there's nothing new tech-wise under the sun. So we're still talking a Magista full fly knit upper, 3D bumps here for better touch. There's nothing new to it. It's the same Magista as always. Same with the Hypervenom rate-dependent foam parts, anatomical dynamic fit collar here, hyper-reactive sole plate, all that stuff. You know it from the Hypervenom 3. Superfly 5, the exact same thing. Fly knit upper, speed rips, and the anatomical sole plate right here. And then there's the Tiempo, which is the only one that has a little bit of an extra theme because of the Nike grind, that is ground rubber, which has then been put on. Basically, it's there to protect the leather, but it's also probably just there to make it look like an Air Max 1.
I love the grind, you know.
It is.
I think it's so dope.
Fabulous. It looks absolutely beautiful. But guys, as always, you will have the chance to win one of these here Nike Revolution Pack boots. And yes, that is a pretty flipping awesome price. So Jolter, let's not just make it a dope comment this time. What do you say that we make it about people telling us about the best story around their favorite sneakers that they've ever had?
I like that. I like that.
Okay, so you gotta do that in the comment section right down below for a chance to win one of these boots. And obviously you should tell us which of the boots you want. And guys, with those words, tell us which is the coolest, tell us your favorite sneaker story, and I think we're just gonna go out and see if we can actually find some of these sneakers to try on.
Really?
Really?
Which one would you like to try on?
Sneaker-wise, I'd go with the Air Max 1.
Damn, mine is the Air Max 90.
Yeah, probably, these are cool boots, but let's just say that the boots are cooler than the sneaker. And let's end it with that, because we're signing off. See you guys later. Here we are.
We're out.
This guy? Wow, whoa, can you do it more? Can you do it more? Do it more. Oh my god, what a second!
No boots were harmed.